Jose Mourinho paid the price for a disastrous start to the season by losing his job at Manchester United earlier this week. Their 3-1 defeat to Liverpool at the weekend proved to be the final straw, with Mourinho being sacked a few days later. Mourinho left the club in 6th in the Premier League, having accumulated 26 points from their opening 17 games. However, it wasn't necessarily the team's poor performance in the Premier League that resulted in his sacking. The Portuguese manager was reported to have fallen out with a number of players, most notably Paul Pogba. In the end, it seemed that a few United players didn't have the motivation or the desire to play under Mourinho. And Keane has defended Mourinho after his sacking and instead took the opportunity to attack the club's players. The players got away with murder, Keane told BBC Radio 5 Live. They hide behind the manager. They have thrown him under the bus. You would fall out with these players. Players who turn up overweight, do not train properly and are not producing. For some to down tools, shame on some of those players. I am not Jose's biggest fan, but I can't tolerate footballers who hide behind agents, their pals in the media. It is a bit of a joke. I was a bit old school, he added. But I would call it not old school, but good school. Whatever has gone on at the club, when you go on the pitch, particularly at a big club like United, you go out and give your all, no excuses. This idea that these players are upset. It is not just United, but the modern player. They are not just weak players, but are very weak human beings. You cannot say a word to them. Players are quick to hide behind social media, their cars and their girlfriends, the whole lot. I was very lucky with the dressing room I was in. There were good men, good leaders and characters, but that is in shortage in the game now. It would not have happened in our dressing room. We would not have tolerated lads not putting a shift in. Ouch. He has not held back one bit there. Keane also gave his opinion on former teammate and new boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, saying he will bring the feel-good factor back. Ole will get that feel-good factor back. Mike failing back in is a good move. Ole will be popular around the club, and I think getting the players back on side will be the easiest part of the job. They wanted a change, and that is easy for Ole. You'd expect him to win the next few games, try and close the gap on the top teams, go on an FA Cup run and try and beat Paris Saint-Germain. It is a big challenge ahead, but in the short term I expect the players to react and win the next few matches they should be winning.